Guardians are on top of the Dragon timings here. You're starting the stacking going to make sure that BDS cannot just comfortably scale through the whole time.
Oh, he knows! This man can count minions! He counts so damn good!
Hello everyone, and if you are not aware, Neeko's support was played at Worlds by NA. I like to think I maybe inspired it a bit in solo queue. So yeah, they ran my build. Comet with Scorch as the main runes, Monoflow Band so you can get no mana issues, Biscuit so you can spam your Q in lane and just get a lead and try to push it. I'm not going to spoil the games, but all the games were quite interesting if you catch my drift, so check those out. But yeah, the Neeko game was a little bit of a flop, but we can still talk about it and what makes Neeko a good support. So what makes Neeko a good support is that she can really badly just bully out her lane, and for pro play she can be picked as a flex. So what you do in pro play is you pick Neeko early. In pro play it's always mid lane. They won't know that it's not actually mid lane, and then you can flex her to support later in the draft, which is what they did. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the video for more content, and let's get on with the games. So as Neeko support, you're usually coming into lane and you are looking to just bully out the enemy. So I'm just throwing a Q, hitting some poke. Even if it's Q for Q, it's okay. My damage is actually higher than Xerath level 1. And as long as, with lower cooldown too. So as long as I'm poking, wait 1 second for Scorch to come up, and let's go in for some poke. Missed the poke, but it's okay. They're getting zoned from the wave. I've been auto-attacking the wave this whole time to push for 2. I ping going in forwards, and let's see if we can find nothing. But now they get zoned from the wave. Now they lose EXP. I mean, we're kind of pushing too quick, but it is what it is. So at this point, you can take W level 2 if you just want to W forward and look for some poke, or you can take E. Usually I don't take Biscuits, which is why W level 2 is good because it costs no mana. But because we have Biscuits, because we are going the exact build that they ran in the pro play game. And that's the power of Neeko. As you can see, the damage is quite insane. There's a reason why they played this in pro play. I will say, I don't think they actually, I have many builds on Neeko. This is one of my more lane dominant builds. The runes are fine, but the actual build they went in the pro play game, I think wasn't the greatest for the comp. They went CDR Boots Rush, which I think is good. I like CDR Boots, especially with Rocket Belt, because it lowers the cooldown of your flash. But where I think they went wrong with the builds is, I don't think Rocket Belt was actually good that game. The enemy team was very tanky. They had a Garen Maokai top jungle, so you can't ult either of those, and a Zir mid, which is going to knock your ult out with ult. Ezreal, who can E-buffer. Rakan, who's slippery also. I think going Rocket Belt was a bit of a mistake, because in that comp, you're probably just wanting to peel your Kalista ADC from the Garen Maokai, at which point I think the very cheap Even Shroud for pro play would have been the best, making Neeko a bit tankier, able to frontline a bit, and just peel and damage amp those pesky frontliners who are wrecking their house. So I do think that the build was a bit of a mistake. After the CDR Boots and the Rocket Belt, they were in the middle of an alternator to get either a Shadow Flame or a something else. And there we go, as you can see. Oh, nice, good job ADC. As you can see, you want to hide in the bush. When they walk up to CS, you stealth from the bush to the wave, throw a root through the wave Q, lining up free kills for your ADC. I'm not actually in a rank game, if you're wondering. A little bit of a shout out to my friend Ioki, who told me to make a video. I thought I'd honor him by doing the casual play and low elo stomp and just help teach you guys what it is about this game. No flame, Mr. Ioki. I love you. I had to force those words out of my mouth, but they're out. Anyways, let's reset. So like I said in the pro play game, they rushed CDR Boots. So that's what we will do also. CDR Boots and Rocket Belt. I will say, usually I like to just sit on Boots 1 and just finish my Rocket Belt since it's really expensive. Then when my Rocket Belt's finished, I like to get my CDR Boots second, because the CDR on flash cooldown matters more once you have your Rocket Belt done. But it's okay, we're going to follow the build to a T this game. So we're going to be rushing the CDR Boots. CDR Boots, again, good because of the fact that it reduces the cooldown of your flash, which is a really important summoner spell for Neeko. And it reduces the cooldown of your flash, which is really important on Neeko. Also, Neeko's W is a long cooldown. Neeko's R is a long cooldown. Reducing those with CDR is really good, so GG's mid, he says. You know, we might win or lose this game. It's Thanksgiving Canada, so I'm not going to be recording a second game. So hopefully this is a good one, but if not, either way, we'll be showing you how a challenger player can lose even in normal games when playing their OTP. So a little bit of a bait here. And who says challenger players have to hit skill shots? Not me. It's hard to predict the movements of bronze players. That's what I say every time I miss when I'm playing normals. They don't dodge in predictable ways. Gotta throw it. See there? I threw straight at him instead of predicting a dodge, and it would have hit if it was in range. It's just like they do not dodge in this elo. So I haven't really been using my passive much, to be honest. This is the problem with me recording videos. So I throw my W and turn into a minion. They don't really realize where I went, even though I just W'd in their face and turned into a minion. They have no clue. And a free kill, just like that. That's what we like to call in the magic industry a little simple trick of misdirection, right? You know? Throw a W, turn into a minion in the wave. They're looking at the W like, oh, there's the clone. And then they're like, wait, where did Neeko go? And it's a massive wave in front of their face. So yeah, usually here I would go alternator to continue snowballing, but we will continue the pro play build to a T and go the CDR boots. Fun fact, it's actually really good to get CDR boots when your flash is off cooldown because, again, the point is the summoner reduced ability haste cooldown, and because my flash is not on cooldown, that means I'll get the effect. If my flash was on cooldown, then I wouldn't get the effect until next time, right? So let's go for the kill, buddy. There you go. No worries, bro. Let's help him shove the wave in. And head back on to the bot lane. Our mid was kind of crying a bit about how over his lane was after dying solo a couple times, so hopefully that lifts his spirits a bit in the Worlds fashion. I really hope we see more Neeko support at Worlds. I think Neeko's support is underratedly good. Even though the game that NA played didn't go well, I don't think it's fully much to say about it. Because again, I think that the game was kind of doomed in a lot of ways. Spoilers. So we're just chilling. A lot of games you want to rotate up to Rift Herald at 8 minutes if you really want to win and want a greasy tryhard. But to be honest, I kind of like just laning. Half the fun of League is lane, no? Alright, so we're just Q poking. Oh, and here comes a Zac. I will push the flash key. No big deal. And that's a kill. A little counter engage as they go on my carry. I go in on their carries. And it's another kill. GG. Not cringe at all. Alrighty, let's see. Let's turn into Rengar. Maybe we can find a little Zacky Wacky in the jungle here. And indeed we did. So I ping my jungler, let's take this dragon. Get the stacks going, why not? We got full prio bot, we got full prio in the jungle, we got full prio mid. What prio means is you have priority, meaning my ADC could rotate first, my mid laner could rotate first, and their jungler cannot come because I just murdered him.
Neeko. What does she look like?
I was gonna say, Zac should be here because we did all his camps. He probably reset and came down here. So I was just thinking about that. Alright, let's start building our rocket belt as in the fashion of what they did in the pro play game. And it's actually good this game because there are targets like Xerath and Twitch who are immobile and easy to hit. Again, I think that pro play game, they had two tanky targets, which you would probably be peeling as Neeko. You can't really engage on Azir with ult. You can't really engage on Ezreal or Rakan with their mobility. So I think there's a bit of a blunder on the build that they ran. But, you know.
Neeko knows your Shoma. Neeko knows you.
Clean. clean. I think even Shroud is pretty good when you're peeling ADCs from tanks, and I think in pro play, I think Rocket Belt is very expensive for high elo games, which is why I don't even go much in solo queue. Even Shroud for 2,300 gold, it makes you not get one shot being under-leveled and squishy, and it makes you able to just peel front lines. So we got Deep Vision, and we are looking for the flanco in the jungle. Oh, hello, Mr. Twitch. Sorry, sir. You decided not to recall. I thought he was being smart and like leaving because of the fact that we were gonna dive, but he was actually a little less smart than I gave him credit for, it appears. Boop! This is why you run these runes, Comet plus Scorch. Just, we've done so much damage with it so far. It just really emphasizes your lane phase kill pressure. As you guys know, for the previous years, I used to always go Electrocute on Neeko. Electrocute is still a very good rune, but it's more playing for the scaling, right? Electrocute scales better than Comet. Zombie Ward scales better than freaking Absolute Focus. Relentless Hunter scales better than Scorch, right? It's the scaling, but also with the Electrocute was about taking W level 1 and auto-trading with your Second Wind, or with your Taste of Blood, with your auto-trading, but they nerfed Neeko's W by 10 damage, so... W level 1 got 10 damage is a lot when it's 50 damage. It was 50 damage to 40. It lost 1/5 of the damage, right? So... quite a nerf. I think he knows. Poor Twitch was getting bullied by me bot, and then they tried to get away from me, and then I was mid anyways. Sorry, sir. Just baiting you. Unfortunate back. I'm 400 gold short of my Rocket Belt, but it is what it is. I think these builds are very good in low elo. Again, in pro play, they finished their Rocket Belt with this build. I think it was like 27 minutes is when they finished their Rocket Belt. I just think this item's too expensive for pro play, especially in a game like that where you didn't need to engage. You know, Everfrost would have been also a decent item. I truly think even Shroud, just damage amp the Maokai, damage amp the Garen, peel your Callista. And for 2,300 gold into Zanya's, it's a much more affordable pro play build, but... You know, going Rocket Belt for 20 in this elo where you can like snowball, get early kills, which you can say it's just because I'm a smurf, but trust me, I was doing this even before I started smurfing. Like when I used to be a hardstuck gold player playing Zyra mid, or Zyra support, I used to get this fed every single game. I mean, there's lots of kills to be had in low elo. Alright, we got the artillery out. Classic, get your ADC fed, and then they int it all away. I wish Rengar wouldn't be tunneling the tank and would have tunneled, you know, the squishy freaking assassin that I had CC'd, but, you know, I would have died anyways, but, you know, Azir would be alive. Instead, my Rengar's attacking the tank. Not the smartest idea. Okay, well, big shutdowns. We're probably gonna lose this game because my jungler kind of clowned that one a bit, I would say. I don't know why you are attacking the Zac, but you are. It wasn't a 4v5, sir.
No one expects Neeko to not be
Agreed. That doesn't make it a 4v5. Went into melee range to make it easier to me to hit my skill shots. The rocket belt, that's why you take rocket belt on Neeko. That's why this build is the OG, mother effing GG. So next, usually I would go Zanya's in this build, but they were going alternator. They were going for the one-shotties, even though, again, the enemy team was very tanky, but, you know. We will do the build to a T. They went alternator. It could have been Shadow Flame or Horizon Focus. I think both are good. Horizon Focus gives you some CDR, which is nice. You do have CDR boots. You don't fully need it. I didn't realize Rocket Belt procced Comet. Interesting. I hope this game's a win for you guys, but again, like, I ain't recording another. It's Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm gonna record this, upload this, and every time I play versus Xerath, it's the same pattern of how I dodge. And it works almost every time. Well, this game is looking a little GG. Just like World Fashion, this game is going. Alright, and the alternator. I'm also not usually a fan of Horizon Absolute Focus. Neeko gets poked out easily, but I just did to copy. I usually like to go Celerity. I don't think this 15 move speed AP, when I have to be above this HP, I get hit by one Xerath spell or Twitch ulti and I lose all the AP anyways. I usually like to go Celerity. Transcendence also good, but you know. This is the build I'd run, except usually I'd go Celerity and I'd usually go free stopwatch instead of biscuits, but this variation is very good too. YouTube title, how they played my build at Worlds. Spoiler, it wasn't my build. Spoiler, it wasn't the same build. Did I get you with the clickbait? If so, let me know in the comments. And let me know in the comments if there's any teams you think that might whip out Neeko support that I can look out for. I don't really watch much pro play, so I don't know which teams would be more likely to play it, but I'm really down to see more of it. Uh-oh. Surprise! I didn't expect to find a Twitch in there. He also, I think, said surprise. Surprise! It's me. Placing a ward in the middle here is always a very good ward to place. We want to reset ASAP so that we can be in time for the dragon. Again, I canceled my reset because I thought Twitch was about to walk through there. Kiana can just be chilling in this bush for me to come back. I can't really move. Alright, there we see her. Now I can go for my ult that just came up. Boom, baby! GG. That's the power of CDR boots, by the way. You see how my ultimate came up just in time for the team fight? If I went pen boots, my ultimate's not up for that team fight because it's a very long cooldown. After Neeko mid-scope, it went from a 90-second cooldown to 120 at rank 1. This is rank 2 that went down. It's still higher than before, but yeah. It shows lower numbers because of all the CDR I have. And there's the Shadow Flame. One can only assume next he would have went Zanya's in the game. I can hope. If you wanted maximum damage here, you would just go Void Staff. Which maybe we'll do for the lulls. I mean, it is a normal game. Do we have to sweat on them with the Zanyas? Or do we just go Void Staff next? If you didn't know, next patch, by the way, they're buffing Void Staff. The component that builds like the pen out of it, the full build will be the same cost. But the component will be 1,100 instead of 1,250 with the same stats and everything. Just me dumpstering their really fed mid laner. Cool, the red buff and me popping a potion right now. And GG, and that's how NA won Worlds 2023! Again, I'd appreciate if you like, comment, subscribed. Let me know what you liked about that game. I don't know, I'm just saying random stuff to try and get you guys to comment for me. Please, it helps. Peace. And check out my stream.